inside of shortcuts. So actually your extensions can have shortcuts. So instead of coming up here and clicking on a specific extension to start it, or if you're doing some sort of recording or things like that, and you don't want to show mouse movement going up here and having to worry about editing, you can control shortcuts or create shortcuts for any of your extensions. And so the way we do this is we go to Chrome://extensions/shortcuts. And what it will do is it'll bring up all of your extensions, and then you can create, based on the extension itself and what it allows, you can create a shortcut to bring up or activate that extension. You're going to see for things such as Loom, where you have like a cancel recording, you can do this without having to move your mouse and have that recording. You can do Alt-Shift-C. If you don't like that particular pattern, you can change it. But you can see all of my extensions here have that ability to do things. And some is just to activate the extension without having to move your mouse. Other things are if the extension itself has some things that you do within it, such as Screencastify or Loom. So I'm going to go up just to my Bitmoji one and just click on type a shortcut. And so I'm going to hold down the Alt key, and now it says type a letter. And so what it's doing now is it's created that shortcut. So I don't have to go up here and click on the Bitmoji. I can be anywhere and do Alt-B, and it brings it up. Pretty nice, right? So you can do that throughout. Now, what other ways or things can you do? Well, if I hold down Shift, it'll say, wait a second, you can only include either Control or Alt. So I can do Control plus or Alt, and so either one, and it creates that shortcut to me. If I try to do both, it will not allow me. So I have to pick one or the other. So I'm just going to continue with this Alt-B so I can remember it. And then what I usually do is just to make sure it remembers it, I click on Update, and then that way my extensions are updated. So when I use it again, it has any of these changes. Now you can also do this in the Edge browser. And so when I bring up the Edge browser, it's really the same things, because remember, Edge is now built off of Chromium. So what you're really doing is doing the same thing. You're doing Edge://extensions/shortcuts. And now you can see here, I have them up, and I have all sorts of shortcuts right here. So if I wanted to go to a new tab, I did Control-Shift-L. This is a default for that. So let me click on this new one. Control, Shift, and L, and it makes a shortened shortcut for that. Or, going back to my extensions again, if I wanted to have something such as the Mercury Reader, which I use a lot, and it's a way to kind of clear that reading space for me, Alt-R. So I can go back to the same type of thing. I'm looking at this on Storm Surge. I noticed there's no immersive reader or anything on this, but I want it to kind of be cleaned up and bigger font and things like that. So just do Control-R. Actually, it was Alt-R. There we go. And look how nice that is, right? So now I could print that out. I could have that as a PDF, but that is a much better way of kind of displaying that larger information that was already there. Alt-R will take you back to that again. And so that's just me being able to create my own kind of shortcuts for my extensions. So again, whether you're using the Edge browser or you're using the Chrome browser, you can do any one of these shortcuts just as long as you go to extensions/shortcuts after either Chrome: or Edge.